Hey guys, it's Hannah. Today I am doing a video that was the easiest video to film. Today I kind of ran out of time to do everything else that I could do, so we're doing a reaction video. We're being a true YouTuber. I'm never going to be a true YouTuber, let's be serious here. Today I'm going to be reacting to my old writing videos from literally when I was a complete beginner. I was having my first ever lessons pretty much. So we're going to be looking through those videos, and believe it or not, I used to have another channel. Things I don't want to admit right now. So my channel name is Honey iPod Girl. Thanks 2008 me for that genius idea. I've also almost been on YouTube for a decade. How crazy is that? Anyway, I had a second channel called Hannah iPod Girl, and another one called Brayer Buds for Life. So we're gonna go there first because these were my first ever lesson videos, literally like ever. Believe it or not, these writing videos are actually some of the least embarrassing videos on my channel from a while ago. I have stop motions of brayers, I have like me playing with brayers, I have collection tours of my model horses, I have like kind of like vlogs, but they weren't called vlogs back then, of when I went to model horse shows. So you know, there's just like, there's a lot going on. So that's just sick really. Hannah iPod Girl has 79 subscribers. Ooh. So the first video is writing Minky on the lunge, who was my writing school, my third writing school if you count the one when I was like 7 that I had. This was one of the coaches that coached the police riders. So like the police, mounted police around here aren't really that great at riders, and they actually try to find people that don't know that much about horses, because then they can kind of influence them their own way instead of them already having heaps of opinions. Fun fact. So this is my first lesson that I had with him in 2010, 8 years ago. Oh my god, literally almost exactly 8 years ago. This is what I was doing 8 years ago, guys. Oh, he was such a cute pony, but like look how tall I was. I was way too tall for him. Oh yes, get those exercises. I've always been so lanky. Oh, the canter, guys. I love how I put it super slow motion because I was like, look guys, I'm cantering. How cool is that? I'm such a good rider now. I'm like holding the pommel of the saddle for dear life. They're all just slow motion. Oh my god. Yes. To be honest, I haven't like ridden a proper pony like this small since, oh look at me doing the breaststroke action. Oh yes. Then finally going the other way. And we don't have any canter. Alright, second one. This was an Arab mare that was slightly taller, so she didn't look quite so small with me on her, because I've always been a tall person, even when I was like 11. But she was 13.2 or something, so Minky must have been like 12 hands or something. When I was in America, I rode a pony this small, but like, we don't ride ponies. Well, I don't ride ponies anymore. I love the music choices in all these. Cute. And fun fact, she couldn't actually canter. Well, she couldn't canter. Her canter was like so terrible that they didn't let any little kids canter on her. That's slow-mo though. And also they said I wasn't allowed to put a horse on the bit until I was 16. Like, he was super traditional, and he said grip with your knees, which I'm pretty sure every trainer I've had since then has said don't grip with your knees. But like, he was really, really good for the basics, because this pony in particular, she would like trot around and then suddenly stop and try and go back to the gate, and he was like, until she doesn't do that with you, I'm not letting you jump. He was like the perfect first trainer, even though he said grip with your knees. Meanwhile, I was also having lessons. That music. That editing though.
Fresh kid C, fresh kid C, fresh kid P.
Can I just say that letterbox effect? Oh yes. And again with the slow-mo on the canter because it's so impressive, especially on the lunge. So this was a warm blood mare that I rode with my other trainer because I had two at this time because I was so into horses. I was like, I don't want to ride just one time a week. I want to ride twice a week. And so I got two different instructors in different parts of the hills and did different sort of things. She was like dressage based. So yeah, I was riding this very, very fat warm blood mare who went so slowly, as you can see. But like when Heather rode her, she'd like have her so nice and round and it looked like a totally different horse. And she was actually quite well bred and all that. This was how Heather earned a living. So all her horses, aside from her son's horse, were riding school horses. And I actually had all my horses at Heather's, well, Charlie and Jerry at Heather's for a year before I moved them home. So she could like help me with them, and that's why Jerry's training is so like dressage based, because I was with a dressage instructor for all that time and I didn't have any access to any jumping arenas or anything. Riding Zawa off the lunge, pretty impressive, hey, in a round yard. Oh my god, this music. This is why I can't wear RM Williams. RM Williams is like this super prestigious like $400 boot brand in South Australia, and whenever I have a pair of RMs on, I just think of my riding at this time and having the stirrup like the full way into the boot, and like, oh, I can't do it. Also, can we appreciate that saddle pad? Now I'm a brand whore. I bet you I'm gonna get like 100 more views on all these videos now, people know. Alright, let's move forward. This was a trainer I tried and oh my goodness, we did not get along. I'm a pretty sensitive person and I could understand when trainers were like, don't do that. She was kind of like, what are you doing? Oh, listen. She's like, hold your hands up, make it look to the right, she's a horse, mean it. As a beginner rider, I'm like, oh, no, thank you. And then I started riding this little Arab 14 hand and he was so cute, like, honestly, love him. I don't know where he's gone now, if he's still there or not, but like, I got along really well with him. Oh, that shirt, I used to wear that shirt all the time. I'm pretty sure for this lesson, like this was how bad my nerves was with riding back then. I had like this feeling in my chest like something bad was gonna happen and I felt like I was gonna fall off and die. And this is what I was doing, trotting around in a paddock on like a single path that is from all the lesson horses going around. Oh man, what a fun life these horses lead. Honestly, I still like this music, but also so much cringe. Okay, and then as you can see, I continue riding Tuffy. January 2011, I was, wait, oh, that was the same video. Whoopsie. Oh, and then this is when I got Charlie. So this was, what, 3 months into having him? Oh, he's so cute. Oh, his canter. It's like so 4-beat. So incorrect. Oh my god. This is when I didn't know how to get horses round. And Charlie didn't know how to properly go round either. Because he'd just had like his head shoved into his chest. He didn't know how to use his back end. So his back end would be like, doo, doo, doo. It would literally be like a separate like front and back. It was like 2 separate horses moving like doo, 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 doo. Like it was just not right. He did actually like end up coming round but not correctly because he'd already had like a swayed back from incorrect riding for like years and years. Anyway, now onto my channel you guys all know today. Honey iPod girl. I remember when I first thought of my channel name, I was like lying in bed as probably like a 10 or 11 year old, or just turned 11-year-old, and there was like my broken iPod that I barely even used anymore. My iPod Nano, I think so. Anyway, I had it and I was like, cool, I should dip it in honey for my channel trailer. Oh, why? Why can't I change my channel name now? It's so embarrassing. Alright, so oldest to newest. Want to see how many unlisted videos I have? Woohoo. Oh, so many model horse videos. Oh boy. So this was the first ever video I put up of Charlie. For 7 years I've been wishing for a horse. Oh my god, this music. And also the flashing. Oh hell yeah. Oh my god, I'm so ugly. Oh, I can't even. He's so skinny. Oh, that music. Evanescence. I love the choice of music, honestly. Yes. Oh boy. Our stirrups are looking long. This is still a habit to this day. Like when horses are really forward, I take my legs off, and that's what I started doing with Charlie. And Jerry. And I guess a bit Dexter. Not Pino because he's lazy. So this is me on Charlie. He's so cute. Honestly, he looked so much better when he was like 21 and 22 than when he was 20. How crazy is that? He's such a cute horse. Aww. That was my first ever saddle pad. It was a all-purpose, and you can see it here paired with my dressage saddle that went past the pad. I got Charlie for $500 with all his tack. So, because he was like 20 years old. Next, oh my god, this was the phase of YouTube when you did all these edits. That music though. HD or nothing in the top corner. This is where I get my editing from. Look at his fluffy winter coat. Oh boy. And that's my friend Phoebe that I went to school with. She had Bella for a few years, but she sold her and kind of got her out of horses. Oh, look at him with his head down because he's going through water. My instructor that owned the place hated when I rode in puddles and stuff because it ruins the arena. And that's why I don't really like having my horses adjusted, because people are like particularly picky and I like kind of just doing my own thing. Often your stuff gets stolen and all that, and it's just not fun, you know? Alrighty, we run the night. Ooh, Poison in Your Mind. All these songs are still so good. Still like greatly appreciate these. Getting into the dance music. Oh my god, he looks so ugly. Oh boy. Ride Like You Can't Fall. Cool. Wait, I haven't seen this one for ages. I feel like, oh my god, this music. What does it say in the bottom corner? Oh, 300 violins. So just like the music. I thought it was like 300 subscribers. But I think at this time I had like 1,000 because of my model horse stuff. Oh my god, me trying to do epic stuff. Oh. What did I put in his mane? Oh. This is when I just like did not push him forward, but I like put his head down, so he's going like so slowly. Even at like 14, I was so rude. Nice, Hannah, nice. I want to see some of that red bow action in his head again. Oh, no stirrups. Wow, getting adventurous. This is how I got my seat, guys. What is that in his hair? Oh, sassy. Lots of sassy horses. Oh, good. 6 months with Charlie. Oh. Oh, this is when I like dressed up like a dressage rider just for the video. Putting more effort in back then than now. Still love this song from Mulan. I literally wore my mum's dress boots in this video, so I looked super dressage-y and cool. Look how skinny he was. At this place we just struggled with his weight so much because there was just like not very much pasture, and also they weren't given enough hay. Oh, cringe. See, look at those dress boots, like clearly not dressage boots. Oh, I can't even. And the jeans, oh yes. I also like the carrot that I'm clearly luring him down with in plain sight. Me just like kicking his side. My alien hands, still have alien hands. Oh, I can do 10-meter circles, guys. Ready for that novice dressage. Never got to that level. Okay, this was the first time. I literally look like a noodle in this. Like, I am like a limp noodle while jumping him. This was the first time I like properly jumped Charlie, I'm pretty sure. Look at my feet. Look at my heels. I've got double jointed heels, and that's what happens when you take your leg off and push your legs as far forward as possible. We used a Pelham with him at this time because he was like getting really strong and he had a pretty strong mouth from just being like a 20-year-old thoroughbred and probably having like incorrect riding for a number of years. Look at how I leant forward. Like, I literally look like a limp noodle. This is such a good song. All these songs are so good. Oh, and in a dressage saddle because I couldn't afford a jumping saddle at this time. And that Rip Curl brown shirt. Oh, even then I loved my brown. That was so good, honestly. Hell yes. So what were you guys doing in 2011? Oh, I just lean forward and I just don't even release. Because I'm like so bad. Oh, I can't. I physically can't. Alright, enough of that. I can't. Alright, so I did like a how far we've come in 8 months. Oh, I remember this was a really good edit of mine, I think. It was like super short, yeah. This was inspired by Bukeshine, and she was like a killer Australian YouTuber back in the day that had like a super cute horse called Teddy, which she still has, and I have her on Facebook, and I still like love her updates. But like she doesn't, I don't think, compete anymore. I'm getting the jumping a bit more, guys. That lower leg though. And I love the polos that just aren't tucked in at all, and also the lens cap, like there. Oh, long spot. Oh, short spot. Oh, this is the first time I ever properly rode bareback.
Your video camera sounds sick. Oh, you're deaf.
I still am deaf, especially when I ride.
It sounds sick.
I was so annoying back then. Also, what is that shirt? Oh, what is this? Just attire.
Video Hannah try and kill herself.
My friend was a pretty nervous rider, so she didn't like riding bareback, and she was kind of like, don't do it. And then this is me just being a little shit and showing off, clearly. Also wanting like the video for YouTube, probably. Do it for the YouTube video. That was me back in the day. Alrighty, I'm bored of that. Oh, this is when I went out into the big paddock and jumped a bit. Oh, and that chroma key effect where I did 2 of me. Some other YouTuber used this song. I think it was like Love Ravenwood or something. Oh, this is when I got a Charles Owen. My first Charles Owen, 2011. When it was like a big thing in America and like Australians had not heard of the brand at all. I started it, guys. And then how many Charles Owens later? I think I've had 5 since this one. I like Charles Owens, okay? So yeah, you can see I'm a lot better at this time and I'm getting a better seat. I've still got that belt. It was in my belt collection video. Studded baby pink one. So then I got Charlie home. This was an edit video that I did. This was like the YouTube era of Love Ravenwood and Native Horse and another girl that was from Norway or something, and she had blue tack and she competed in endurance with a little Arab, and she had like the most scenic shots and the best photographer, and I was like, oh my god, incredible. So I like tried to be one of them. It failed. I never have been very good at editing that rising canter. Oh, I was like kind of teaching myself jumping and all like gallop stuff because I'd only ever had dressage training from that trainer. So I just tried to copy the American hunters because I loved how nice they looked. So I just would rise in the canter and like rise, sit, like I wouldn't be able to stay standing. And that's my brother. As you can see, Charlie was not acting like he was 21 at this time. Oh, I am just holding onto the reins. Ugh. Oh, it's so cute. As you can see, he's like so much better quality when I got him. So much better quality. He looks so much better when I had him at home. I remember I used to put my ponytail really high and I used to think it was so sexy. Feel me. Ooh, attitude. I did so much bareback at this time because I was just like, I want to be Love Ravenwood. I don't think she has posted any videos anymore, which is sad because they were the days. Oh, and this is when I like finally got a DSLR and had much better quality videos than before. Except it was manual focus, not autofocus, because it was a Canon, and Canon at that stage didn't have automatic focus while it was videoing, so I had to like teach my mom and brother how to manually focus, and it was a struggle. And then this was my first ever show, as you can tell by the title. It was, I don't know exactly when, but it must have been around the time of March 2012. I remember in this show I thought I was out of control. Like I honestly thought I was out of control in the first round. So I went so much slower in the second round, which was like the jump off, the one that I was supposed to go faster in. And apparently I got 3rd out of 23. Wow, pretty impressive. And also I didn't own a show jacket or a show shirt at this time. I had ordered them from America and they hadn't turned up. So I was wearing like my work shirt from work and like the ugliest beige breeches and ugliest white Roma pad that I think I still have. And it was like, oh my god, what a mess. And I remember all these people were looking at me and I was like, nervous. I literally was doing 45 centimeters and I threw up on myself in the car. That's how nervous I was. This was my 1 year video with Charlie. And also this song isn't copyrighted for some reason. So, I was so happy to know that, and I really want to use it again because it's like a good song. I just want to be Native Horse 32 or whatever the numbers were in channel name. And I remember I'd like talk to them and stuff because I was like, oh my god, you're my inspiration. And I love that shot still. That's probably like the best shot I've ever got. So I so want to recreate that at some stage with my boys now. I actually love this video, to be honest. It's so cute. I loved that color blue so much. That hoodie, I got like custom Keep Calm and Canter on it. I just loved the color, like Benton blue or royal blue. I loved it back then. Alrighty guys, so I am having extreme struggles with my card stopping recording automatically. So that's just great. So I'm just gonna end it on this last video. So this one is incredibly embarrassing. It's actually quite a cute video, but the embarrassing thing is that I literally showed it to my entire class when I was like 15, I think, and in year 9. I literally did an oral presentation and I was so embarrassed about it that, oh boy. I was so embarrassed about doing the talking that I just decided to pick one of my already made YouTube videos to put at the end. So just imagine me just standing at the side of the room while this video is played of me riding my horse in English class in front of a teacher that had nothing, like did not care about horses at all. And just wanted me to stop like doing my assignments on them. But honestly, like how cute was he? And Tootsie. I don't know how I had the time to take my camera and like put it on everything while I was riding. Like the effort that I used to go to. Now I just cannot be bothered. So cute. I still have that brow band and I need to give it back to my school because their equestrian team made them. It was not supposed to be mine. Look at him, he's just completely still. He's like, ugh. Doing all these Insta ho videos. I love those clips though. And considering my camera doesn't want to stay recording, I'm gonna leave it there, and it's been like 40 minutes of footage, so I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week for something that I put more effort into, except it's probably gonna take me like 20 hours to edit all this footage because I stutter, because I have anxiety and the words just don't work. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see ya next week.